Hi, possums. Welcome to my current TV. As you saw by the headline, we're going to be talking about Azaelia Banks dragging Candace Owens for her views on Juneteenth. Let's get into it. Welcome back. As I just told you, Candace Owens put her foot in her mouth yet again in this sometime about Juneteenth, and she basically went on to say that Democrats using this as a divisive issue, and that she'll still celebrate July 4th, 1776. To which Azaelia Banks clapped back so hard it was like a standing ovation, and she told her what her life would have been like in 1776. Take a look at these comments, and we'll come back to the rest of our commentary.
Oh, bitch.
What did you say, nigga?
Girl. Hey, girl.
Get her, Jade.
You know, when you're right, you're right. And I don't normally agree with Azaelia Banks, clutch the pearls, but she's absolutely right. I know, shocking. And I don't get Candace. I'm like, Candace, I understand that you're shilling and shucking and jiving for Republicans, and I get that you're trying to be the contrarian voice and things like that, and that's wonderful and that's great. But still, like, you must not know what Juneteenth represents. Juneteenth represents when the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1862, that became into effect in 1863, that everybody under Confederate strongholds, every slave was to be free. That day, June 19th, 1865, was the last slave holdout in Galveston, Texas, when Union soldiers marched in there and freed those slaves. So we are giving honor to that. We are commemorating that. And for a lot of black people, 1865 was, whether it be June or when the 13th Amendment was signed, 13th Amendment was signed later on that year, that was when we actually had rights theoretically in this country. We're recognized as citizens in this country, and that means a lot to us. Now, again, this country may have been founded for white people and what they believed in, white men in particular, on July 4th, 1776, even though, according to my Declaration of Independence video, check it out, people didn't sign until August 2nd. Some people didn't sign until November. Some people didn't even sign it at all, but that's neither here nor there. We didn't even win the American Revolution until the 1780s, so were we all independent then? But it speaks to an ignorance and a wholesale attempt to just be contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. And I'm so glad that Azaelia Banks got you together. I'm so glad that Azaelia Banks, because honestly, you say what you want about Azaelia Banks, but when it comes to black issues, she's usually on point with them. She speaks truth to power, and she's normally right. And again, Candace Owens, I understand that you're shucking and jiving, that you're bedwitching your heart out. Good for you, but maybe you should stop talking for the sake of being inflammatory because you keep making yourself look stupid time and time and time again. Also, side note, has anyone ever noticed that the longer Candace Owens goes into this little charade she's doing about hating being black, whatever, after she sued her school for $37,000 for this racial discrimination in 2007, that her foundation has gotten a lot whiter and she looks a lot more gray than she used to look. Don't believe me? Take a look at these pictures. I'm not casting aspersions. I'm not saying that she's bleaching or anything like that. I'm just pointing out what I've seen. But that's it. Azaelia Banks is right. I know, shocking, but she's 100% correct in her assertion. What do you guys think? Do you think the Juneteenth federal holiday is a wedge issue? Is meant to segregate or to divide? Maybe it's meant to unite or to actually bring awareness. This is what I'm thinking to the struggles that African American had to face and actually talk about slavery again in the way that it should be talked about. Or do you think that you know Candace Owens is wrong? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Bye.